Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain a very good poem, and this poem I have taken from your English main course book. Your English main course book, page number 52, and the name of the poem is Homes. If I will ask you a question before starting the poem, which is your favorite place? Most of the students will answer, most of you will answer, my favorite place is my home, because home is the best place to live in. There is a saying in English, east and west, home is the best. Okay, when we move outside, when we visit our relatives, or when you come to school, or go to market, okay, you are not very comfortable, but when you return your home, okay, then you are very comfortable, you feel relaxed. Okay, I am going to explain this poem. Okay, as I have already mentioned, the name of the poem is Homes. First two lines I am going to read for you. I might have lived inside a shell if I had been a snail. Snail, I think you all have seen a snail. If you have not seen, you can see on the screen. A snail lives in its shell. You can see the upper part rounded. Okay, that is called the shell of the snail. Okay, the poet is saying in this particular poem, if I had been a snail, then I would have lived in my shell. Okay, next line is, third line is, or in a great white tossing sea. Or in a great white tossing sea, if I had been a whale. If I had been a whale, whale is a very big fish, almost equal to 40 elephants. Okay, see now, if you have not seen a whale fish, you can see on the screen. The poet is saying, if I had been a whale, I would have lived in a big water body, a big sea. Okay, so see, like earlier we read about snail, now whale. Next is, or in a noisy busy hive, if I had been a bee. You all have seen, okay, a bee. Okay, if you will see a hive, if you will see, so it is a very noisy place. It's a very noisy thing, we can say. Okay, like some bees are always flying there, hovering. There is a queen bee also, okay, inside the hive, and we can see some workers. Okay, we can say term is labor bees are also there. They are always working. They are going and bringing nectar from the flowers, etc. They are very busy, and it creates, these activities create a lot of noise around the beehive. Understood? Busy, and bee is always busy. There is a saying also, I am as busy as a bee. Bee is always busy 24 hours. Next is, or a bunny in a burrow eating lettuce for my tea. This bunny, this rabbit is not as busy as a bee. Okay, and the poet is saying, or a bunny in a burrow, or a bunny in a, bunny means a rabbit here. Okay, and or a bunny in a burrow eating lettuce for my tea. And eating lettuce for my tea. See now, we also like to eat a lot of things when we take tea, coffee, milk. Yes or no? Like namkeen, biscuits and snacks, fried snacks we usually take with our tea. Okay, and this poet is saying, like, okay, it's little okay, metaphor is there, because as we all know, rabbits and these animals don't take tea. Okay, but it's an imagination of the poet. If I had been a bunny, okay, then I would have eaten lettuce for my tea. Understood? The first stanza we have covered. In the first stanza we go to learn about the importance of home for every living being. See now, earlier, okay, at the beginning we read about snail. Okay, snail loves to live in its shell. After then we read about whale, and I told whale is a very big fish. Not it's a very big fish. It is the biggest fish on the planet. Okay, it loves to live in the water. Okay, or in a big water body. And at the end of this stanza we read about a rabbit, a bunny. Okay, it loves to live in its burrow. Okay, they all like their homes. Next stanza now we are going to read. Please follow me. Okay, and pictures also see on the screen. I might have had a kennel home if I had been a dog. Definitely some students would have a dog, okay, at your home. Yes or no? We like to keep dogs. And the house of a dog. Okay, we make a small wooden house or ready-made plastic house can also be bought from the market. Okay, and keep our small pup or dog in the house. In that house, okay, and its name is, typical name is kennel. Spelling you can see Kennel. Poet is saying, okay, next is, or a mud hole in a river bank if I had been a frog. Now see, the rainy season is, okay, and everywhere greenery is there, and with greenery you can hear a certain sound. Okay, if you live nearby a small water body or a pond, or simply water is near you, okay, then you will get to hear the sound of frogs. Okay, they make a lot of noise these days. Okay, and see here the poet is saying, if I had been a frog or a, okay, then I would have lived in a mud hole. Frog is an amphibian. Amphibian is that animal which can live or survive on the land as well as in the water. Okay, the poet is saying, if I would have been a frog, then I would have lived in a mud hole. Understood? The poet is saying. Next line is, I might have been a tiny bird and lived inside a nest. And the poet is saying at the end, at the second end, okay, I might have been a tiny bird, see, and lived inside a nest. If I would have been a bird, a small bird, okay, like a hummingbird or a sparrow or a parrot, then I would have lived inside my nest. See, now these birds are very hard working. Okay, sometimes we misunderstand, we think only human beings are very hard working, but when we observe these birds, these small creatures, they are very hard working, they are very laborious. Okay, on YouTube, if you will, okay, type this, the process of nest making by a bird, then you will see, okay, it takes even weeks, 2-3 weeks to build a small nest, and they are very hard working. Okay, we make things okay, with the help of machines, but they don't have any machines, they, okay, build. And next is, at the end the poet is saying, but oh, I am glad I am just a child. The poet is saying, see, you can see here and you can see on the screen also I have pasted. Okay, I am glad I am just a child. I think my home is best. My home is best. As I told at the beginning of the poem, east and west, home is the best. Okay, east and west, home is the best. So see, at the beginning of the poem I said, okay, this saying, and see, what do we get to learn by reading this poem? We get to learn a lot of things, such as the importance of home. Not only we, but every living being loves its home. Okay, this is the real message. And if and we are not the superior creatures, or we are not we are not the king, we can say. Okay, we are not the king. Okay, if we are not able to take care of our fellow creatures, okay, which are living around us, like at the beginning snail, then whale, bee, and bunny, dog, these all animals we get to see around us. Okay, then it will be, okay, it will be our failure. Understood? And we should not cut trees, because sometimes, okay, we are very greedy and we think like for our own selfish desire we cut trees, we destroy their homes, we hunt the animals. We should not do. If somebody will come and snatch something from us or destroy our home, or okay, beat our family members, then what will we do? Okay, how will we feel? We will feel very bad. Like that, as we feel bad, like that other living beings also feel bad. That is why we should always try to protect the animals, okay, our fellow living beings which live around us. Okay, I hope you understood the poem. Okay, and if you have any question, so you may ask in the next class. Thank you very much for watching this video. Okay beta, wish you all